Is it Thursday again already?
I am Turok.
Turok Evolution. Oh man, this game. It was released in 2002 by Acclaim for the PS2, Xbox, GameCube, and Game Boy Advanced. Well, I'm only reviewing the GameCube version, and it is horrible. Alright, it starts out solidly enough, I guess. You're the classic hero Turok, the Native American who starts out fighting in the Old West? I thought Turok fought against dinosaurs and lizard soldiers. Now, after cutting off his foe's arm, they're sucked through a wormhole so that now we can fight the slags. You go from level to level in a classic shooter formula. There's a nice mixture of enemies to fight against, and let's be realistic, we all want to shoot down a T-Rex. The first few levels feel natural, as if you're fighting off the slags from your home world, and while it can be frustrating, it's not that bad. But then the entire game falls apart systematically. The first issue is the enemies are instantly aware of you as soon as you enter the same area as them. They can actually shoot you from so far away, they're outside of the game's draw distance. I zoomed all the way in with the tech bow and I still couldn't see them. They literally hadn't rendered in sometimes. But I'm still getting shot. Even once you're in range, you'll be shot constantly without any real way to fight back other than to just eat the damage. The further you go in the game, the more damage needs to be put out. It can take up to 5 shots from the rocket launcher, the most powerful weapon in the game, to take out a single gunship. They'll throw up to 4 gunships at you at a time while you have no way to fight back, and sometimes the gunships can shoot you before you can shoot back. I had one that just stayed underneath this platform. I can't shoot through that floor, but it's shooting at me. How did I live? Oh, I gave up and started cheating, turning on invincibility, all guns, and infinite ammo. Why did I start cheating? Because the game threw this vertical level at me. Enemies down the cliff are shooting up at me, and I can't attack down to them. And there's a gunship when my strongest weapon is a shotgun. Chances of me taking it out? Seemingly 0. I couldn't even do that with invincibility turned on because my best weapon remains the shotgun. But I said I turned on all weapons, right? I did! The game never gives you all the guns. You have to pick up the guns in order to have them, so this cheat may as well not exist. On top of that, the game constantly takes away your guns. I don't know if they felt certain guns would be broken in certain levels, or they just didn't know how to program things, but sometimes you'll load into the level, and some of your guns will just be gone. Usually they'll take something like the rocket launcher away, but in a bunch of levels, they took my pistol. What? A pistol was deemed too powerful to be allowed. The base starting weapon just above the bow. They still have ammo drops for the pistol in these levels too. And I don't mean that enemies will drop pistol ammo, which they will, but there will be floating ammo waiting to be picked up, but it's for the pistol, and that has been arbitrarily taken away. Infinite ammo is fine and all, but it's like duct tape over a hole in a mortar. Sure, I can probably fire the mortar a few times and get the job done, but it's not about to be reliable, permanent, or safe, just workable. What else can go wrong? Well, invincibility isn't invincibility. Falling damage still exists and it can get you killed. So what I hear you say, just don't fall. Ladders don't really work if you're going down them. Most of the time you'll just drop off and take damage, and falling damage hits like a semi-truck going Mach 3. You barely have to drop to take any damage. What's even worse is the level design. At the start, it's interesting, varied, and you can tell where you're going, but soon they start to throw switch puzzles at you. Just an aside, flipping switches to unlock another door isn't a puzzle, and it isn't enjoyable in the slightest after the 12th time in the same level. On focus, on focus. Where did that door open? Was it the dingy gray hallway 1, 2, 3, or 4? Then again, it could be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Where is the door? Did I lower the bones to clear the way into the patch of tall grass through trees? 1 through 20, or is it back at the entrance? Or even someplace I've never been because things only react when you walk into them. Oh, except this one computer that I have to hit with something to continue right at the end of the game. Everything else I activate by touching it. This one time, I hit it. Another thing you may have noticed is the level designs. By the time you're a bit over halfway through the game, all the dinosaurs in nature are gone. You're in gray, gunmetal corridors with a technology theme. There's less and less nature, less and less of what Turok is supposed to represent. The Slegs might count as dinosaurs, and with the big head cheats on, they look at least hilarious, but it's still miserable to play, even with the cheats on. There's another way to die through invincibility. There are constantly flying sections where Turok hops aboard a pterodactyl and you soar through the sky, shooting out targets while avoiding crashing. The bird apparently does not want to respond to your controls and commands, so it's incredibly difficult to not crash into anything. A single crash and you're dead. Start over. This wouldn't be that bad, but they put in some very complex and precise flying and shooting that keeps even this part from being any fun. If this entire game is horrible and I couldn't stand playing it, even with the cheats turned on, why did I keep going then? Because I've had this game for years. It was among the first games I had for GameCube, even if I wasn't allowed to play it at the time. I would still try to play through the game, but I didn't have internet back then. Thus, I didn't have the cheats, so I'd never even come close to the end level. I'd heard somewhere that this game ended amazingly though. Someone, I don't remember who, told me that at the end of the game, you lose your pterodactyl, so instead you ride a flying pig that shoots rockets, and you fly around and shoot down an enormous T-Rex! How can I not show you all that? So I've done it. I slogged through this game. It is so bad that the walkthrough I was using gives up in Chapter 13. It doesn't even direct you to the end of the level. It actually just tells you it gives up. I made it though. Let's see this epic boss fight. Yes, I lost the bird. There's a flying area here, so I assume I'll get the pig now. Hi guys, do you give me my pig? No, you just kind of are. Monsters spawn, now there's no monsters. Hello? Walkthrough. Video walkthrough? Oh, okay, I'm supposed to shoot the flying upgrade in health spots. Won't I need those? Whatever, they're destroyed now. Hello? Hello? New walkthrough. Let's see. Shoot that. Yeah, then, I'm supposed to blow up the spawn points for the enemies? How would I know that? Whatever. Blow these up and... wow. What a letdown. It's just a T-Rex being ridden by an old western hillbilly. No flying pig, no rockets, and the T-Rex even gets stuck on basic geometry. You know what? Don't even discover this game. Don't even touch it. Don't even look for it. When something is so miserable to play, even when you've turned on the cheats, you can do so much better. You can't keep doing this every time I don't like a shooter.
You betray America, boy! Get back here, boy! Yo, I know it looked really stupid. Not that. I'm just having it stay there for a sec.
Why?